It is that time of year, it is soup season, and there are a few soups that are more iconic than chicken noodle soup. This is one of my favorite. It starts with a great mirepoix, carrots, onions, celery, and then builds on that to make a great tasting, nutrient-packed chicken noodle soup that you are going to love. And I can't wait to make another batch, so let's get going. So one of the easiest soups you're going to make is chicken noodle soup. All we really need here is a few good ingredients and a little time, and we're going to make a great soup. You like my dad jokes? I set all this up for a really nice shot. Now I'm going to move it over here so I can actually work, but it looked better right here for the shot. So one of the first things I'm going to do is just peel my carrots here. Then I'm going to chop these. And I want to chop these kind of small, making a mirepoix, but make sure that you just chop everything even. Whatever size you chop the carrots, you chop the celery, you chop the onions. It's easiest for me to cut a carrot into thirds. Got off the little end there. And then I just chop these once. I'll chop this one 3 times to keep them about even. Some of those might have got left a little big, but you'll get that on the big jobs. Got my little bowl over here. I should set that right here somewhere. And we're going to put our mirepoix in this, which this is the base of a lot of great dishes, is just a blend of celery, carrots, and onion. You know, growing up, I didn't think that celery really added anything, and I always wondered why so many dishes had celery in it. And now cooking, I'm like, okay, that is kind of one of the unsung heroes of the kitchen. I have a lot of friends that used to eat celery with peanut butter. I never did that. But I love that stuff in my soups and also with my meats. Like if you look at some of my other recipes, my short ribs, in my roast, I can't think of the names of anything right now, but they all have that celery, carrot, and onion blend. Stuck them in the refrigerator like all you recommended, and I'm not crying yet, so something must have worked. This is the scariest part of cutting an onion to me. This is how they say to do it, and this is how all the pros say to do it, and I believe the pros, but I haven't cut myself yet, but it does scare me. I'm not gonna lie. Now those are about even. I might have a few extra carrots, but you know. So I am going to use 3 garlic cloves here. And these, let's pull a few thyme leaves. Thyme and rosemary both add such a great flavor to chicken. My poor little rosemary plants died in the cold, so we're going to have to get them started back. Something indoors. Should have covered them things up. Probably don't even need this much, but it's going well. The leaves are pulling off. I mean, that doesn't always happen, so we're just going to keep going. Pick out the seeds and stems. Wait. And last but not least, going to chop a little parsley here. A little Italian parsley. Roll this up so it's easier to cut. I will say rolling it up though does make it a lot easier to cut for me. You don't want to push it too hard and crush them all, but just a gentle roll, and it's so much easier to cut all them little herbs like that, basil as well. So when my mom made chicken noodle soup, she would always boil the chicken first, and honestly, if I wasn't in a hurry when I did this one, I would have. But we had the sick kids, I had a lot going on, kids crying, wanting to be held, and all that good stuff, so I thought, what's the fastest way to do this? So we're going to do it the fast way today, and we're going to cut it small to make sure it cooks all the way. I'm just going to cut this up. I prefer the texture of shredded chicken a lot of times, but in here it really is going to cook nicely, and it turned out pretty good for as fast as it went. I just kind of gently cube it here, and about 2 breasts is probably enough. We're going to put a little extra chicken in here because, you know, feeding a lot of people need the extra protein. But anyways, as I was saying, my mom always would boil a huge family pack of chicken, and she would make chicken casserole, the chicken salad. Actually, the chicken salad recipes further down in one of my playlists. I believe Family Favorites or Cooking with Mom B. and it's my favorite chicken salad. And she would save the broth and use the broth from cooking all the chicken breasts and chicken and everything to make the chicken noodle soup. So it was kind of one of them things. When she boiled chicken, we were eating some chicken dish for the next 2 or 3 days in some form. Since that time, she's found a way to save even more time, and this is actually really common, I see on the internet as well, using a rotisserie chicken. Just stop by Walmart, pick up a rotisserie chicken, shred it, and use it for all of your chicken cooking needs, whether it's casserole, chicken salad, or chicken noodle soup. It's kind of become the go-to in a hurry. But if you're snowed in this weekend, or if you just happen to have chicken breasts laying around, which is what I had, then chicken breast is the easiest way to go, and this was the fastest way I could find to do it. So with that last piece of chicken, let's head over to the stove and make some soup. I love my Emil Henry ceramic Dutch oven. It's so much lighter than my cast iron one. My cast iron one is great for the campfire, but for the stovetop, I would much prefer using my ceramic. It's so much lighter, and it's also non-toxic. The first thing we're going to start with is a little dash of olive oil. Olive oil, low smoke point. It's already smoking there on me. I could have used ghee, but I didn't. So here we are. Now you could absolutely skip this step and throw this all in a crock pot. There's nothing wrong. But I will tell you, try it one time cooking your mirepoix like this till your onions turn golden. It adds so much flavor to your onions, your carrots, and celery. They just add a lot, and it's really worth trying it. That's why all the recipes tell you to do it. I know that because I tried it to see if I was saving time, and I was shortcutting flavor. A little pinch of salt here doesn't hurt. Maybe even a little pepper. Okay, the onions are just starting to turn translucent, so that's the cue that we're about done here. Let's dump in our garlic, and this will go fast. We're only going to have this for about 30-60 seconds. And our thyme. And you do not have to add the garlic if you don't like garlic. The thyme, I would definitely not make it without the thyme. I like the flavor of garlic, so I just add a little bit. It's just a couple cloves. Now, just for a second, I'm going to go ahead and dump in my chicken. Now again, if I had more time, probably not as dedicated as the folks that go and make their own bone broth and stock to go with it, but I would at least probably use some pre-cooked, pre-boiled chicken and use the broth from that in my soup like my mom did. I'm not really looking to cook the chicken through right now, but I'm gonna get a good start on heating up, and then we're gonna add my broth. That is one of the reasons I chopped it so small though, because I know I'm cooking it in this broth and I don't want to overcook everything else. The whole point of chicken noodle soup is to give you all those rich nutrients to help your body fight sickness. At least that's what I thought chicken noodle soup was for when you wasn't feeling good or cold weather or something. And one great way is all these fresh vegetables, good quality chicken. And then I have half bone broth and half chicken broth for my stock there. It's a chicken bone broth. We'll add that, and then I'm going to add another 4 cups of chicken broth here. And this is nothing fancy. This is just a box chicken broth. If you are one of those dedicated people that make your own broth, that is excellent. If you happen to have it reserved when the kids magically get sick and it's sitting there ready, that's great. But for me, I didn't have time to do that. I just had to throw something quick and easy. Try to get a good quality chicken broth though, something that's organic, something that's going to have some nutrients there in it. Use the low sodium if you want to there. But let's let that boil. We're going to bring that to a boil, then I'm going to reduce that down to a simmer. Let that sit for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then we're going to test it and see if it needs any more salt, pepper, a little bit of cayenne wouldn't hurt there. We don't want to get too hot for the kids. And we're going to have some amazing soup. It already smells wonderful, so just the smell here should make you better already. So now our water's come to a boil. I'm going to drop about 6 ounces of noodles in there. You can do a little more, but don't over noodle your chicken noodle soup. Chicken comes first, not noodle. You will be sorely disappointed if you just make it noodle chicken soup. I'm going to reduce this down to a simmer. And I'm going to go ahead and just take a little taste of my broth there and make sure that we are seasoned enough for our noodles. We don't want unsalted noodles. Wow, I forgot just how good chicken noodle soup was. We are going to add just a little bit of salt, but wow, this is so good. And just to add just a little bit to this, we're going to add a little bit of acidity. I'm going to take a lemon here. Send that big can brand to the pantry or to the food drive. You're never going to eat another canned bowl of chicken noodle soup in your life once you taste this. Put my lid on here just for a minute, let it bring that heat up a little faster. We'll get it back to simmer. We'll let that simmer about 15-20 minutes and we're going to have soup. Okay, here's our soup. And it is hot. Well, it's time to dig on in here and get a big old bowl of this. This is very hot. Now, my dad started this a long time ago, and there's two things that go with chicken noodle soup. Saltine crackers and black pepper. Wow, that enhances the taste so much. It's time to taste what I've made. Let's see if this is really as good as it was the other day, or if I was just lucky. Be careful, because if you don't blow this first, you won't taste a single other bite. This stuff is hot. Not gonna lie. If it was possible, I think this one's even better. Packed not only with nutrients, but with flavor. You're gonna be glad that you made this, and you're gonna be making it over and over and over again. In all honesty, this is so easy, even I could do it. Not only is this soup amazing and packed with nutrition, but it saves so well. Save it for a few days in the fridge. Freeze this for up to 3 months. And all you got to do when you thaw it back out is just add a little more chicken broth, heating it up, and you'll be right back into soup mode. So this is such a great meal for making, whether you throw it all in a crock pot and put it together, make it in the Dutch oven like me, my favorite way, or freeze it for another day. You're going to thank me later. Wow.